Readers. It's Thursday, and this week we're going to be reading a comprehension story with the purpose of answering a few questions when we're done. We are going to be applying both the skill and the strategy that we've been practicing this week in order to answer the questions and think about the story while we're reading. All right, Clyde, are you ready?
Looks like he's got his mask on. He is super safe.
Yep, he's our little class mascot, so he says hi and he is ready to hear about what we're going to be doing today. So every week on Thursday, you are going to be getting a story very similar to this, and it's going to be 2 pages long. So we have the first page, we have the second page with a little picture, and then we also have some questions on the back. And there are always going to be 3 questions that go along with the story. And one of the best strategies that we have for you to be able to answer these questions effectively is to read them first. Which sounds kind of funny because we can't answer the questions until we read the story, but it's often better to get the questions in your mind so you know what to focus on while we're reading. So Mrs. Grant, would you mind reading the first question to us?
Sure. The first question says, why was Fox too busy to help Squirrel fix his bike? Kind of gets me excited to read the story because now I know that there's going to be a fox and a squirrel and a bike in the story.
And a bike. We know 3 things already.
And it's probably going to be a broken bike because Fox needs it fixed.
It has to be fixed. All right, question number 2 asks, why was Bear too busy to help Squirrel fix his bike?
Ooh. It looks like Squirrel's not getting very lucky with his friends helping him.
No, and why is Bear so busy?
Yeah, what is Bear doing?
To find out.
Is he like getting honey from
He
a
must
tree?
be eating honey, probably.
Yeah.
Or sleeping. Maybe
I don't know. We're gonna have to read to find out. There might
We
not
are.
be honey at all in the story.
And we probably shouldn't write anything down until we
Don't
read
write
the
any of
story.
this down. We're
And
just
don't
totally
listen to
guessing.
us.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We're gonna read it next, okay? Be patient.
All right, go ahead and read number 3.
Finally, it says, why were Squirrel and Rabbit both able to ride the bike? Ooh.
It must have got fixed.
It must have. I'm excited to see how Rabbit was able to save the day here.
All right. So now that we have those questions in our mind, we're going to go back and take a look at the story. Now this week, Mrs. Grant and I are going to be reading the story out loud to you. But I don't want you to get too used to us reading because eventually we do want our 2nd graders to be able to read these stories on their own and then answer the questions that go along with them. But we can't resist a story about squirrels and bears and bikes and stuff. So we're gonna read it to you. So I'm gonna start and read the first page, and then Mrs. Grant is gonna take over and read the 2nd page. So our title is called A Bicycle Built for Two. It was a beautiful fall day. The sun was shining, the leaves were red and gold and orange. Squirrel wanted to go for a bike ride, but his bike was broken. I can't fix this by myself, thought Squirrel. I will need some help. Squirrel went to see Fox. Will you help me fix my bike? Squirrel asked. I'd like to help, but I'm too busy cooking soup, said Fox.
I think we just answered a question.
So Squirrel continued on. He saw Bear and asked for help. I'm too busy right now washing clothes. Maybe I can help next week, Bear said.
I think that was the 2nd answer.
I think
The
I
second
remember
question.
talking about that bear and why he was too busy. All right, Mrs. Grant.
Okay, pull it over that way a little bit.
Betcha.
All right. Squirrel shook his head. He wanted to fix his bike and take a ride today. Just then, Rabbit came along and asked Squirrel why he looked so sad. Squirrel explained the problem. You are probably too busy to help me, sighed Squirrel. Rabbit looked over the bike. He turned a wire here and he oiled a wheel there. Now let's give it a try, Rabbit said. The 2 friends climbed on the bike. They rode for a long time through the woods, enjoying a beautiful day.
What a sweet story.
Yeah. Look at that. It looks
Cry.
like a tandem bike.
It
2
does.
people can ride on it.
Bicycle built for 2.
Yep.
All right. Now that we read the story, let's go back to those questions that we just took a look at and see if maybe we can answer them. So the first question asks, why was Fox too busy to help Squirrel fix his bike?
Well, you know what? I remember coming to that, but
Mhm.
I think what would be a really good strategy for you guys would be to go back, find the answer in the story, and underline it. Then you can see what you need to write here.
I love that idea. So I'm going to be looking for the part that talks about why Fox was too busy.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think that was on the first page.
I think so too. So here I am back on the first page. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going through, I remember it being, Squirrel went to see Fox. Oh, right here. I'd like to help, but I am too busy cooking soup.
Ooh, there's his reason.
So I'm just going to underline that sentence. I'd like
Great.
to help, but I'm too busy cooking soup, said Fox. I wonder what kind of soup Fox is.
Probably like stone soup.
Probably stone soup
Yeah.
from another book.
Yeah. I think so.
She's probably right.
Yeah.
It says, why was Fox too busy to help Squirrel fix his bike? Can I just write down cooking soup?
That's not a complete sentence, Miss Marquardt. You know better. You're in second grade.
Okay.
A complete thought.
All right.
With a capital letter and a period.
I
Okay,
didn't
try
get
that
to be
again.
complete. Got it.
Yes.
All right. Fox was, what was he doing again?
He was busy cooking soup.
Fox was busy cooking soup
Very
right.
nice.
with a period.
With a period and a capital letter and a complete thought. I like what you're working with here.
I bet I could do it again.
I bet you can.
The next question asks, why was Bear too busy to help Squirrel fix his bike? Same
Well,
question,
You need to go back and find it in the story.
asking about Bear. Okay. Well, I remember that on the first page as well.
Uh-huh. I think you should underline it, but don't write it down because I think these second graders can probably do that on their own.
You think I'm helping them too much?
I think you're helping them just the right amount.
I'm just a giver.
You are. And your kids are lucky. My kids are lucky. We're all lucky.
I think I found it.
Oh.
I'm too busy right now
Washing
washing clothes.
Maybe I can help next week. Like, is it going to take him a week to wash his clothes? What kind of
Bears?
washing machine does he have?
Bears wash clothes?
Probably his hands. Why is he wearing clothes anyway? I don't know.
Bears were
There's a
just
lot
like-
of weird stuff happening here. But we know the answer to question 2.
We do.
He's
So-
too busy washing his clothes.
Washing clothes. So
After you underline it, you can go write it down on number 2.
I'm kind of getting confused with these animals. They're riding bikes, and I've never seen that.
Washing clothes and writing.
This must be fiction.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not real. It's
Okay,
fiction.
It's a
fake.
fiction
Yeah.
story. Did
They're
not
talking.
happen.
They're doing human things. It's not real.
Man, it'd be really cool though.
It would be.
Number 3, last one. Why were Squirrel and Rabbit both able to ride the bike?
Now that was the solution, which means it must have happened at the end of the story. So go to the
Yeah.
second page.
Okay, I'm on the second page.
I'm thinking here's where he was telling the rabbit, "You're probably too busy," because all of his other friends, and Rabbit's like, "Oh, let me take a look," and he turns a wire and he oils a wheel and he actually helps him out. All in this
Oh,
whole
it's
paragraph.
almost like this whole section. I
Yeah.
might even just circle this area.
Do you think they would need to write all of that down though?
Oh my goodness, that would be way too much. I don't think that's
I
necessary.
could probably like summarize it into a
Mm.
shorter sentence.
Yeah.
Like, maybe like Rabbit helped him fix
Helped.
the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at that on the question. So,
Yeah.
why were Squirrel and Rabbit both able to ride the bike? We could just write,
Like because
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Well, I don't want to start with because Rabbit
No.
helped him fix the bike.
yeah,
So-
Rabbit helped fix the bike.
Yeah. Then they were able to ride it.
Yeah, that seems like a second grade sentence.
Oh yeah.
You know, this wasn't so bad
No,
after all. I
that's
was
pretty good.
worried when I saw 3 pages
Yeah.
for Thursday,
Yeah.
but you know, you helped me out.
You know what? That's what friends are for, Miss Marquardt.
You can depend on me, and I can depend on you.